Norma Jean was born on March 9, 1936, in Kansas City, Missouri. She was the first of three children. Her parents were Wayne Elder Cox and Thelma Lucille Sullivan Cox. Enough of the formalities. You can read the rest of the details in the program. The picture of my mother-in-law that I will always remember are the tears she shed every time we left after a visit to Cody. I am not sure if they were tears of joy or sadness, but they made a lasting impression on me. And if you take a look at her children and grandchildren, you will know that the tears they shed when someone leaves after a visit, that the tears are hereditary. As she departed, I am sure she shed a tear or two as she entered heaven for those she left behind and for those she saw again. After Grandma fell and hurt her back a couple of years ago, we bought her a blue walker to help her get around. She put it away after she was better. And then I came home from the mountains the next summer, and as I got out of the vehicle, I was limping pretty bad from a fall. She slipped back into the house and brought out the walker and met me at the door and said, "It looks like you need this more than I do." I loved her sense of sarcastic humor, as she was basically making fun of me for falling off a rock and hurting myself. One of our family friends, who is here today, said of Norma Jean, she was always serving others and waiting on them. She had a true servant's heart. While she was recovering from her melanoma surgery, she was still showing her servant's heart. While I was working on our trailer one day, I heard this voice at the door saying, "Can I help?" She was always following Debbie and I around with the proverbial, "Need help?" or "Can I help?" Whether doing laundry, working in the garage, shoveling snow, or carving on her snow village, she was always offering her help. And boy, did I face her wrath one snowy day when I took her broom away and said that I would finish sweeping the porch. "I always do it," she replied with a stern glare. But she did relinquish the broom and let me finish the job for her. Her dear friend Meg Grameau said, "Norma Jean was truly a great friend. She was always there when you needed her. She was also a sounding board for me while on our long morning walks. She was trusting and kind. I don't ever remember her getting mad at someone. She was a servant, always willing to make food, serve at weddings, funerals, etc. All I had to do was ask, and she was there. We had many great laughs and fun, playing cards, games, and just having meals together. So many of us didn't have families close, and our church was our family, and Norma Jean and Hal were certainly part of that. She will be greatly missed by so many. Hal's baby brother David declared that Norma Jean had a real hostess gift. Her and Eva, Hal's sister, took over at all the family gatherings and outings, making sure that everything was just right and that everybody was taken care of. The two of them worked so well together. As we concluded our conversation with Uncle David, he declared, "Hal certainly married up." Pat Mercy, Hal's cousin, stated that Norma Jean was a wonderful person, and she was so much fun, especially when we beat the guys, specifically Hal, at cards. My stepmom, Jan Jacks Will, spoke highly of Norma. She called her a real jewel. Jan really enjoyed Mom sharing things at her church, especially the room they fixed up for visiting missionaries. Our friends, Rick and Don Musson, called Grandma a sweet lady who took charge while we were camping, ramrodding it all. She loved cooking for everyone and playing skip-rope. Norma Jean was gracious to us. She made us feel a part of everything, even when we brought my parents with us one time. Their daughter Amy added this about Norma Jean: "She looked really good in jeans for our grandma." Jessica Underberg commented about Mom that she was such a beautiful woman inside and out. One of the many things I admired of her was her deep love for her family, friends, neighbors, and church, and her strong work ethic. I loved looking across the street and seeing her work in her flower bed and having her company when I would wander over to help. We miss her terribly, but praise the Lord, we will see her again. But most of all, she passed on her faith in Jesus Christ. Anna Mae Benton said this of Norma Jean: "She was the closest friend that I ever had. After Med died, she was always there, a steady friend for me to lean on. I could just pick up the phone and she would come over. The word I would use to describe her is faithful. We were calling partners and would visit new people who had visited the church, the sick and shut-ins together faithfully." So it was her never-wavering faith and servant's attitude that will be best remembered. Mom was so special, she poured out her heart and soul into her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, as well as being a surrogate grandma to numerous neighborhood children. She even shared her birthday with one of the grandchildren and one of the neighborhood children. At the same time, she never stopped speaking truth into our lives, even when we did not particularly want to hear it. Love and memories never die. It's not goodbye, but rather until we meet again because of Jesus. We are so grateful that we do not mourn as those with no hope. I am so grateful for her faith that continues to speak through her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, as well as so many others. She leaves behind a legacy of faith and love. As one friend said, "Heaven just keeps getting sweeter."